Texans, Cowboys, Battle of Texas, Battle of 45. This is it. This is the game that we've been waiting for. Let's talk about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Week 11, baby. Them boys. We the boys. Every world. Was it just me, or has this game kind of lost some of its luster?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about the fact that Dak's not going to be there, that they're not really, but in my opinion, yeah, I think the Dallas Cowboys are so completely, even Cowboy fans, because I'm seeing this everywhere, completely disillusioned with their team at the moment. I'm still their team, right? But
they've been disillusioned.
Yeah, but they've always kind of had like this thing, right? Like at the beginning of the year, it's like, oh, this is, it's like the same joke, right? It's like, it's our year, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And, you got this, I don't know. But I think this time around, with Dak, hamstring issue, and he's out for the season. And, what did old buddy say? That he tore his pussy or something like that. But I don't think it's lost its luster. I think they were going to get, they're going to get whooped no matter what.
Maybe on the national media side, it's lost its luster. Obviously, for Texas, for us, I don't even know if it matters that much, to Dallas, like the rivalry. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it holds as much stake to them as it does to us. This is a big game for us. We go in there. Obviously, this is a game that we favored, man. We supposed to win this game. We go in there and drop this game, bro. I'm fucking done. I'm done with this team. Because obviously they've already disappointed. As far as to drop these games that we shouldn't. We should be up there. We should be in the 7-win ring.
We should be, we should be 7-3, 8-2, something like that.
Yeah, we should be talked about as one of the best powerhouse teams in the league. Now we just middle of the pack. But if we drop this hometown meaningful game, you know what I'm saying, to us, this ain't nothing in the division. This, guys, Texans fans, y'all know what it is. Bull Run Sports, y'all rock with us. Y'all know how important this the Cowboys, man. In Jerry's world. We gotta win this game. This the Texas Super Bowl, baby. We go in there and we do that same bullshit, that same putting up no points in the second half shit, undisciplined shit, and we drop the game.
I'll tell you what. Here's I think that's a good way to look at this game, right? Because you mentioned it last week when we were playing against what did we play last week?
Somebody we had no business losing to, not the Lions.
Oh, the Lions. That's right. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I was thinking the Jets. I'm still traumatized by that Jets game. You were talking about the game within the game, right? Like we lost. Like I think our preview obviously was that we were going to lose that game. Now we didn't expect to lose the game the way that we lost it.
Yeah,
we still lost the game. So our preview to that game was more centered around the game within the game, right? And I think you and I were looking at like how many times did they blitz, how many times, which I still got to look that up, by the way. Things like that. So it's like little things within the game that we were really going to keep our eye on. For me, this game is going to be a lot of the same, right? I almost, if I wasn't such a diehard, I probably wouldn't even start watching until the second half. Like just because you know what I mean? It's almost like the first half. Like we know what's going to happen, right? We know Bobby studied for the test, right?
Yeah.
Bobby got the syllabus. Shout out to Landry. Bobby studied for the syllabus, got the syllabus, studied, made his notes, made his flashcards. Boy, been drilling all week. He's going to come out in that first half like an absolute monster.
Yeah.
Texas is going to put up a couple of touchdowns, a couple of field goals. Kaimi's going to get him a few. Mixon's going to run the ball. Hopefully we get Collins back. He's going to catch a couple. He's going to open up the wide receivers.
That's a big thing. Nico's
we all know that that's going to happen in quarter one and quarter two, right?
Yeah.
But the game within the game is what in the fuck are we gonna do
Second
when
half,
the Cowboys make an adjustment?
Yep.
Right. And what are we gonna do whenever Bobby on his flashcards that he made during the week had Mixon at 80, 90 yards by halftime and he's only at 13?
Yeah.
Right. If that happens, right? Because all opposing defenses have to do is take one thing away from us, just one thing. And if they can manage to do that in some way, shape, or form, if they can take away one thing from us, it destroys everything that we have going on. It's almost like like dominoes. If they manage to tip over that one domino, just one, then the whole fucking game plan seems to go out the window.
Yep.
Because Bobby,
unfortunately, that's true.
You know, so I think that's what I'm gonna be like. I want to frame this discussion in that sense, where it's like, okay, obviously we're a huge favorite, right? Things like an 8-point favorite.
No, really.
Yeah, last time I looked at it. Sorry, guys, I got this stupid cough, man, that's been lingering ever since. Ever since I got back from vacation. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm probably dying. 7.5 point spread. Texans plus 7.5.
Wow. I'm on the road.
Jerry World.
In Jerry World, yeah. I'm surprised by that. I mean, obviously Dak's not gonna be there, but I don't think the way they've been playing this year, bro, I don't know if it would have even made that big a difference, in that point spread, man. They just Cowboys just suck, bro.
Yeah.
But obviously they're gonna rise to the occasion when it comes to playing the Texans. So the 7.5 is still a little steep for me. Micah Parsons is over there convulsing right now, bro. He's straight up foaming at the mouth. He's so ready for the Texans to come in, man. So
and Jerry's back there like,
yeah. He ready to see some Texans dick.
Yeah.
He ready to measure them up in the locker room, bro. They need to look out for cameras in the locker room, dog. I would not change.
Yeah, that's locker room. After that comment, I seriously would watch myself around Jerry Jones. That's crazy. Bro. You think Jerry Jones like sits in the cuck chair and just watches? Is that that's his thing now?
Yeah.
Like, smoking a cigarette and watching.
Hell yeah, bro. He got his own private room, glass front room in the
glass front room. Nah, I'm not. I'm saying he doesn't even have glass front room. I'm saying he just sits in a chair and just,
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy, bro. So yeah, 7.5 point favorites, man. That kind of stuff scares me too, because it's just like I said last episode, man. We not getting beat. The only team we got beat by was Minnesota, bro.
Yeah.
We beating ourselves in these games. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So I don't know if Vegas is accounting for the way that we handling ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you hit it right on the head, bro. Second half is the game. That's when the game actually starts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when the game starts, man. We got to see what they're gonna do in the second half, man. Like you say, I'm a watch because I'm a fan. but I'm not going to allow myself to get excited by a goddamn thing that happens in the first half. They could score 4 touchdowns. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not going to get excited. I'm not going to take a drink. I'm not going to high five nobody. Fuck that. When the second half starts, that's when I'll start getting hyped for the game. Because we got to see what they're going to do. It's a tell
more importantly than seeing what they're going to do, it's who, right? So here's the injury report for this week. Week 11. I was surprised to see CJ on there. I didn't think. I mean, I knew there was that one play where he got sacked and he kind of sat on his hand or something like that. I didn't really think much of it though during the
Maybe it was Titus Howard who tried to rip his fucking hand off instead of the ball. And that's how he got hurt.
Dislocated his thumb.
Still the goofiest shit I've ever seen, bro.
Oh man. We still no word from Titus Howard.
Of course,
as to why does nobody have the balls to ask? Why does nobody have the balls to ask him?
Straight up, bro. I'm with you, man.
They need to give me a press pass, bro. I'd be up in there.
Yeah. He would have been the first person I went up to, dog.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even have said, hey, I wouldn't even have said nothing. I wouldn't even have said nothing to him. I just walked up to him and been like, and just stared at him
Yeah,
like
he
what? I
would have
mean,
known. He would have known.
exactly.
Yeah,
You know what I'm here for, bro. What the fuck were
yeah.
you thinking? Explain yourself, please.
Goofball.
Damn. So CJ Stroud full practice, Okuda full practice, Temple
We're gonna
Pierce.
we're gonna need a Cuda, man, because
We
it
are gonna need
look
a
like
Okuda.
Lassiter's not gonna play. You know, he's still in concussion protocol, unfortunately. Bro, our rookies, dog, we got to give our rookies some credit, bro. Our Lassiter and our boy Kalen Bullock, bro. Jesus Christ, these boys been balling, man. But like I said, they on the defensive side of the ball, so that whole unit been
Yeah,
balling
yeah, we
out.
know what they do.
But bro, for them guys to be rookies.
Yeah.
Damn, they balling out, man. I mean, what I think Bullock got like 4 picks on the year.
And against
Last week I
proper
think got 3.
competition, like you know what I mean, like proper competition, like no
Yeah,
slacks. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. They ain't going against no scrubs, man. You
Right.
know, now it's been
Toa
awesome.
Toa is another one too, man. That's been kind of quietly boxing in that inside.
He's
Getting
not a
those
rookie,
big
but
tackles.
he
No,
been
I know,
balling.
but yeah,
He been balling, man. And then Derek Stingley not practicing what
right,
is a little problematic. Obviously, look, we got to give Stingley some credit, right, man? We talked shit, deservingly so. Let me preface that deservingly so. We were talking shit about Derek Stingley's availability in games. Historically, he's not always been available. You know, we were
right.
just like, oh, inevitably, Derek
He's
Stingley's gonna
gonna
miss the time. So who is our depth? What's our depth that we need for when
right,
these games come? Now, reportedly, I'm hearing, even though it's listed as a hip issue, that this is just a rest day. It was just a rest day for Stingley. Now, you guys are going to check this out today on Friday. Maybe you check it out on Saturday, man. But this is the practice report as of Thursday, actually, man.
right.
So we still got to see Friday's practice and see what's up, man. Hopefully, Stingley's out there, full participant, and ready to go. But I did hear that this was just kind of a cautionary thing, and he
Right.
should be good to go. Nico's back. You know,
Limited
big
practice, but yeah, they're
big thing there.
easing him
Well,
back in.
yeah, he practiced last week. We thought that he was going to be good to go against the Lions. So I guess it's not a far gone conclusion that he's going to play. I mean, we're thinking that he's going to play. I mean,
I mean,
hopefully,
from everything that we've heard so far, it's been that the Texans have been overly cautious
yeah,
when it comes to Nico Collins. Obviously, right? I mean, he's the big money on campus. They just paid him that big deal, locked him in. So we want to make absolute sure we're taking care of him. So I was really kind of surprised, but not too surprised that they didn't let him play against Detroit. I think you and I were having that conversation where they're like, maybe deep down inside they feel like, all right, we're gonna lose this one. There's no sense in trotting him out there. If we can get him another week worth of rest, then let's do that.
It proved to be wrong, man. That's the difference. Shit, we needed 3 points, bro.
Yeah,
We needed 3 points in the second half. I think Nico's good
Nick
for
would probably,
3
yeah,
points. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he would have got a touchdown for sure. Aziz, limited practice on the knee. He's been balling too.
You've been balling, man. Look, anybody you name on the defensive side of the ball has been balling, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
this one was interesting. Pierce coming back, limited practice. That long-standing groin injury he's had.
yeah.
Potentially given Mixon. Look, I don't think Mixon needs to share reps with anybody for the sake of. I mean, maybe give him a couple of downs to just catch his breath. But
Look, Omar, I mean, niggas ain't staying on the field long enough to
no, they're
need a
not.
break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After Bobby runs him on a first, first and 10, and then
Yeah, and a
another
second and 8.
second and 10, because that's what Bobby does. That he takes him out the game, puts in Dare.
Puts in Dare. And it's a pass at that point because Dare is run blocking, pass blocking.
Oh, I mean, after 3 downs and you put it off to the defense, what do you need?
Yeah, Mike's tripping. Yeah, but I mean, so hopefully we'll see him back in the mix. And hopefully we get, two different styles of running though between Pierce and Mixon. So be interesting to see if that has any if that has any effect on the run game, just in general.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we listen. We're not down anybody. Once we get Collins back, for the most part on offense, we should be blowing and going. But again, we'll see what happens in the second half. The second half is where it's at, bro. It's like,
Yep.
You know what I mean? But cool. Well, that's injury. I mean, who gives a shit about the Cowboys? They can all be injured. They can all be healthy.
Yeah.
It won't fucking matter.
What you think about Cooper Rush, man?
Don't know enough about him. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been keeping up. I haven't seen, obviously I don't watch the Cowboys play, but from what I heard, he was garbage against Philadelphia. Let me look up his stats.
Well, yeah.
Real quick.
Last game, yeah. It was it's last season that was really the what they hoped.
Oh my God. 13 for 23 and did he play a full game?
I'm sure he did. I mean, yeah, he was the starter.
Shit.
No Dak,
12 for 23, 45 yards. I mean, that's like that's something that a backup quarterback would get after the starting quarterback goes down, like at the end of the third. He's got to come in there and finish off the fourth. Like that's the kind of numbers you'd expect. Jesus.
Yeah, obviously that was a bad game. I think the Cowboys obviously were hoping that he would come in and recreate the magic from last season.
Bro. he got look, okay, so that was his stat, right? For I think what I say 13 for 23 or something like that for 45 yards. In the Falcons game where he came in for Dak, he did way better. 13 for 25 for 115 yards and a touchdown. And the touchdown, he rushed it in. So yeah, I don't know enough about the kid, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's to the point. Like I say, this season, just the Cowboys, man, they just not good, bro. I mean, like whenever he did find success previous seasons, coming in for Dak, the Cowboys were better. They were just a better team. I mean, this year, obviously, we know they didn't make any moves. They didn't do anything to try to improve their team. And it's just showing team wide, bro. Obviously they've dealt with some injuries and stuff like that, but I think the single greatest threat to our team, bro, is that wrecking ball they got that wears number 11. Man, he's gonna do everything he can to single-handedly wreck this game. We got offensive line issues.
Yes.
Micah is gonna want to do some damage, bro. So that's a little bit of a game within a game right there, but that's not gonna be enough. Obviously, it shouldn't be enough to give them a victory. But I'm sure it's just something they want for bragging rights, right? Like how many times is Micah gonna put CJ on his ass? And look, we don't want that big, stupid looking motherfucker to even touch CJ. I want our guys to protect number 7. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't even let him get to him, bro.
So let's see. Game props. I'm curious what the odds are for Micah, or do they even have player future? Yeah, I'm just kind of looking for I'm trying to look to see if there's anything Micah Parsons. Come on. Why is it not letting me see? Probably because he doesn't even have any player stats. I wanted to see if there's odds for him. What's the over under on sacks?
Yeah,
for Parsons on this game. But it's not Parsons. Why does it not let me search? Anyway, all right, we'll pull that up in another. Try to see if I can pull that up somewhere else. But I think on the season he was 12 or 13 sacks.
Look, Micah Parsons is a baller, bro. I'll be curious to see how long he sticks around in Dallas. After the season, man. They paid a lot of money to keep Dak. They paid a lot of money for CeeDee Lamb. you only got so much money to go around, bro. So,
Right.
Mike is
Man,
a huge value to that team, man.
that's crazy that that Dak took all that money and was just like, yeah, my leg hurts. It's like, wow, man,
that's football, bro. That's football, man.
yeah. You know what? I'm looking right here. Micah Parsons plus 500 for defensive player of the year.
He's a baller. He's a
Yeah.
baller, man. Like I say,
Danielle
that's
Hunter.
the one thing that I'm worried about. That's it. That's it. Because I don't want to obviously even put this out in the universe, but this is a game that we should win, right? It means a lot to us. I think means more to us than it means to Dallas. Doesn't mean anything divisionally or whatever. It's a game that we should win. We'll get the bragging rights, like whatever. It doesn't feel
Right.
as good knowing that they not at full strength, but hell, anytime Houston versus Dallas, you want to get that dub. The worst thing that could happen on even in a victory is injury.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to come out clean, man. We don't want people taking hits on CJ, man. So let's just go out there, do what we need to do, come back home healthy.
Yeah, I mean that's ultimately the goal, right? That's the last thing that we want to see is somebody go down in a meaningless game, especially when we got the schedule that we got coming up in the last 6 games of the season.
Yeah.
That none of them are really big gimmies at the moment, but yeah, plus 7.5, bro. I'm just kind of checking out all this, just checking out all the odds from different websites. It's plus 7.5.
Yeah, obviously the Stingley thing, bro. Like I say, I hope the reports and the sources that I've come across are in fact 100% true. Like I said, we got to pay attention to the practice report today, for Friday. That's going to be the big telltale sign, man. Now, if Stingley ain't out there for this one, then we kind of maybe massage that panic button a little bit, maybe not press it full on, but they still got CeeDee Lamb over there, man. And that's not something that we want to go against without our main guy. You know what I'm saying? Because we already said Lassiter is already down. Jeff Okudah hadn't played the entire year, so that'll be a tough one to just throw him out to the wolves on, man. CeeDee Lamb ain't no scrub either. So hopefully Sting's out there, man. Hopefully Sting's all right. Hopefully the reports that I've heard are true and that he's just getting a little bit of rest, man. Just being a little bit cautious. But there's always, anytime you're playing an NFL team, bro, there's always the potential of a loss. This ain't a
of course.
You got to play the game. You got to physically play the game.
Any given Sunday, right? I mean,
Sunday, man.
Yeah, it's and this is something that, like, the more I've repeated it, the more it makes sense to me. And this is really how our season has been going, which is that we can beat any team in the NFL, and we can also be beaten by any team in the NFL on any given Sunday.
Yep.
And that sucks, man. That sucks that we don't have the discipline and the proper things in place that keep us from losing the games that we shouldn't lose. You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't have lost that game last week. We shouldn't have lost against the Jets.
Still very tough pills to swallow, man. I mean, it's just,
but that's the thing. We drop those games, and when we drop them, it's like, man, that's such a demoralizing thing, right? Like, and again, that's 2 in a row, right? I mean, like, we're coming off 2 straight losses. The first one, again, to a 45-year-old shaman, you know what I mean? Essentially, I mean, no, what is he, 40-year-old shaman?
Yeah,
playing football, and we lost.
Yeah, and then it sucks to see that they came out and looked the way that they should look as a 3-win team. The next week, you know what I'm saying? The Jets came crashing back down to earth, because it'd be one thing if it's like, oh man, they figured it out. They got it together now, and that unfortunately we just caught that first game of their resurgence, but they are actually a really good. Nope, we got beat by a bad 2-win team. Their record indicated what they were and we
and
failed
we
to that shit. You know what I'm
we
saying?
dropped
And
the
that,
game.
yeah, I would have rather seen them come out, this last week and beat the dog shit out of whoever it was. I don't remember who the Jets played last week, but they lost, and
Right.
they lost in a fashion to where it was like, yeah, this is a bad 3-win team, and we just faltered to that, man. And obviously the Lions game, we weren't favored, but we came out, went gangbusters in the first half, and then we just had a meltdown, and that's not good, bro. But I do want to say the players have the right mentality. As fans, yeah, we over here, down, down in the dumps or whatever, doing all of this. But hey, you know, that professional mentality, dog, they seemingly have it. They saying all the right things. They like, hey, we gotta
Right.
have a
Right.
short
Right.
memory. We got to get on to the next games. We know what our schedule is. We just got to get done what we need to get done, which is good. Cool. Like
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
do that,
Yeah. Yeah.
believe that, man. Like
So
yeah,
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I'll jump in this with you. God forbid we lose this game. What does that say? Okay, let me ask you this. Let me add another fold to that. God forbid we lose this game because once again we couldn't do shit in the second half. What does that say about this football team?
that we first off that we're not ready. That I mean, it, after this game, if we lose this game, like you asking, in the same manner in which we have been losing,
The last two.
um, yeah, just pack it in, bro. Because you're it's gonna be tomorrow. You're gonna lose the locker room for one. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like everybody gonna be pointing the fingers at each other. All of the stuff, all the camaraderie that we built, all the culture stuff. You're gonna lose the locker room. It's gonna be a
Steel
house divide.
sharpens steel and iron sharpens
Yeah,
iron, all that shit. Yeah.
that's all out the window. That's gonna be gone. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to rebuild. Whether it's getting rid of Bobby Slowick or getting rid of the offensive line coaches. I mean, something's got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna
Something
have to.
drastic has to happen at that point, right?
Yeah, it's
And
gonna be
public.
tough.
It has to be drastic and it has to be public.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
But
don't want to hear Ryan's go up to this like, yeah, man, we got to play. But no, bitch, I
no,
want you to go up to that motherfucker. You know what? I'm firing somebody today.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that would have to happen. That would have to happen, right? But also to that, the number two thing that's gonna happen. Speaking of public, you're losing the fan base. You're not gonna lose all of the fan base because you're gonna always have your diehards like us, and the
Yeah.
people watching us right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Hit the like
We're
and
gonna be over there
subscribe
talking
button,
about
man.
we can still do this. We can still make
Yeah,
the playoffs.
yeah. You're always gonna have your diehards no matter what, bro. But look at what happened at the Lions game, Omar. This is supposed to be a turn of the tide. This is supposed to be, hey, we got our quarterback. We have a contending team. But you watch something like the Lions game and you see the mass majority of the public is not believing that. There should be no reason why we getting penalties off of how loud the opposing fucking fans are.
That was
So
crazy.
it's we not there yet, bro. So you lose a
Yeah.
game like this, you getting further and further away from a mass public.
Yeah.
Houston, we're the fourth largest fucking city in America, bro. There should be no reason why any opposing teams is out there,
Right.
in numbers that they are swarming, dog.
Right.
So you just gonna you further and further creating a divide. You drop a game like this, the public's not gonna be behind you. You're losing the locker room. It's gonna be bad, man. And the season's just gonna be a wash, bro. Obviously we'll still most likely make the playoffs, but it'll just be such a demoralizing thing. It's just gonna be a first round exit, bro. So we need this game, bro. This is slump buster, bro. We supposed to go in there. Let's clean everything up in the second half and get this one, get a convincing W. Get ready for these divisional games that should be a cakewalk. Let's just take care of business. I want to be optimistic right now because this is the week that we are supposed to, bro. But to answer your question, no, it's bad, bro. If we lose this game, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad.
What did I say was the key to victory against Detroit?
You were saying it's a blitz. That was your thing.
You want to know how many times we blitzed?
How many?
Just take it. What do you think the over under is? What do you set the line over under?
I would say five times.
God damn, you should be a Vegas odds maker.
Oh
That's
yeah,
exactly 5 times. We
yeah,
fucking
bro.
blitzed 5 times.
Well, I told you when we recorded the episode, man.
I know.
Miko don't blitz.
I know. All right, man. Let's get into predictions. Remember, guys, this is the episode where we want you to go down in the comments and put your predictions so you get a chance to win a t-shirt from the merch shop. If you haven't already gone to the merch shop, it's pretty simple. It's bullrunsports.com. Here it is right here. You guys can go and check out the shirts. I need to put some more shirts up there. I need to design a few more things. I got
My
a couple
dad
things.
loves that Lovey Smith shirt.
The Lovey Smith. That's
Yeah.
that's a favorite. Bunch of people have gotten that one. That's a good one. But yeah. So I got a feeling that our 2025 Super Bowl shirt is probably not going to be doing too well anytime soon. I'm gonna do another one that just says playoffs. 2025 playoffs. But yeah, you guys check out the merch shop, bullrunsports.com. But again, this is the episode where we want you to go down in the comment section and guess the score and the winner of this upcoming game. Dallas Cowboys, Houston Texans against Dallas Cowboys Monday night. We're on Monday Night Football. And then if you guys get it right and you get the score and the winner right, and you're subscribed to the channel, we'll reach out to you. You tell us what shirt you want, what size, what color, and we'll send that out to you. Free, absolutely free. So, I'll let you go first, man. How do you think this is going to pan out?
I do think we get the dub, man. Last week I predicted a loss, a little bit more sizable loss than what we did. Obviously wasn't predicting a heartbreak. But no, I'm predicting a win, for the Texans. I am a little surprised by the point spread. You know what I'm saying?
Are you really?
7.5 points, but
yeah.
Be it as it may, I'm surprised by Vegas predicting it, but as a fan, obviously I want us to go out there and put up a double-digit win, man, and just all things indicated. Like I say, the thing that I'm gonna pay attention to the most today is the Derek Stingley thing. But
yeah,
if the reports are correct, Derek Stingley should be out there, man. And as long as we can handle CeeDee Lamb, yeah, bro. I think we're fine, man. We get back on the horse this week, man. Course correct a lot of things, so I think we're putting up at least 30. I'll give us
interesting.
I give us 33 to 24.
33-24. All right, so you're taking the over on 42.5 then.
Yeah. I give us 33.
That's a heavy over, man. That's a heavy over. I like I like everything you're saying. Here are the two dark horse things that really worry me. There's two things about this game that really worry the shit out of me. Number one, we already talked about it. You mentioned it. You brought it up. Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
That dude scares the shit out of me. Especially with this fucking offensive line that seems to be made out of wet toilet paper. I don't like it. I don't trust it. I don't like the idea that is who is defending CJ against the absolute juggernaut that is Micah Parsons. So that concerns me. The other thing that concerns me is very inconsequential to some, but very important to me, because we have yet to show out on a prime time national game.
Yep.
Every time we get under the big lights and we get on the big stage, for some fucking reason, we can't get it together. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the moment is too big. I don't know if the stage is too big. I don't know if the lights are too bright. But for some fucking reason, we can't seem to get our shit together when it comes to these big time, prime time games. And it's probably the reason why we haven't had too many of them. They gave us 3 this year, but I'm assuming it was purely off the hype of the offseason.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Right. But so those two things concern me. And then the other thing is that we're not a second half team. So that's 3 things. I said 2, but it's 3 things. So I actually there's two things that I don't. So I don't like the point spread, but I do like the total. I think it's going to be a much tighter game than we think it's going to be. I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna win, but I think you and I are gonna come back on the live stream after the game. By the way, if you guys aren't subscribed and you don't have your notifications set, please do so because we do go live after every single game.
And you can join us.
And you can join us. We'll share the link and you can hop on with us.
Live on camera.
Live on camera.
You can always comment in the chat if you're a little camera shy or maybe you're a little ugly. Right. That's fine. You can
we do it call in radio style.
Yeah, absolutely. You can still be on camera, just have your shit blank or put a paper bag over your face, however you want to do it.
Yeah, you can call in. Yeah, you don't have to activate your video. Whenever you click on the link, it gives you an option. It's like, no, I don't want to go video. I just want to talk. We can do that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think when we come to the live stream after the game, you and I are going to be talking much like we've been doing for a lot of our other wins, which is, yeah, we won this game, but holy shit, we probably shouldn't have.
I hope not, bro.
I'm calling this a really tight game, bro. I mean, this is going to be a really tight game. You're not going to like what I'm going to say.
Okay.
You're not
going to like it. Don't like
it. You don't like the way this is going on anyway.
No.
So I'm going 21. Stay with me now. I'm going 21-20. And we barely eke this one out. There's nothing about what's been happening the last 2 weeks, both from a coaching outward speaking standpoint, as well as because I'm on Twitter all day, bro. I'm looking at these interviews. I'm watching these players. I'm watching what players tweet. Like, there's nothing about what's been going on over the last 2 weeks that has made me feel like there is any sense of urgency going on down off Kirby. And that concerns me. It concerns me, bro. It concerns me. I think we're going to win, but I think it's going to be real tight. It's going to be real tight.
Yeah, I don't
Actually,
like
you know what? I'll give us a field goal. 20. I'll go 24. I'll go 24-20. If you're a betting man, I'd take the Cowboys +7 or -7, minus the 7.5.
So you would take you take the Cowboys.
I take Cowboys -7.5.
The points.
Yeah.
I don't like it, man. Obviously, look, that's your prediction, and like you say, history is on your side. Like you are projections guy, right? That's what you do with numbers. Like you look at numbers and you
look at historical figures and I follow patterns.
Yeah. So I'm not mad at it. I completely 100% understand your reasoning. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I don't agree in a sense, right? But at the same time, I think there are some intangible things, right? The fact that
Nico's coming back is
that was one of the points.
Yeah,
that was one of my points. It's the Cowboys. We're playing the Cowboys.
I understand
They're gonna be more up for this game. That's a difference. And then I'll get to Nico because, like we said, we already know that's a big factor. We mentioned how we don't like the fact that we're going against Micah Parsons, who's going to be ready and hyped for this game. Now, he's an edge rusher. We've been having our problems on the interior. Now, I don't know if Micah is a guy kind of like JJ used to do, like move around the line or whatever, get the most favorable matchup, and he might be. But if not, bro, if he lines up against Laremy Tunsil, as much shit as we give Tunsil for his discipline and creating these unfavorable down and distances because of the false starts and all of that, at the end of the day, the brother blocks, man. He protects. That's his job, and he does it well. know. So I mean, just look at our playoff game last year against Myles Garrett, arguably the best defensive player in the league. Man, he handled business. He did not let him even sniff CJ. So, if that's why Mike is going to be lined up, I feel good, about that. It's not going to wreck the game in a way that I think it's going to be that tight. Our offense is going to be able to move. And the last thing, Nico Collins is back. So,
Here's where what you're saying makes sense, but I can't. The reason why I can't get behind it, we beat the Bears by 6 points. The fucking Bears.
Yeah.
We beat the Colts by 2 points. The first time we met them, we beat the Jaguars. The Jaguars by 4 points. We beat the Bills by 3 points.
Yep.
We beat the Colts again the second time that we saw them by 3 points.
All of those games have been tight, bro. I mean, they've all come down to the wire, all come down to like last plays. I mean, all of our games except the Minnesota game.
where we got smoked.
The Minnesota game and the Patriots games were the only ones that were like, okay, we know who the winner's gonna be before the last fucking down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before the last snap. Every other game is like, yeah, we don't know what the outcome of this game is gonna be until that ball is snapped at the last second. And it's not good. A contending team should not have to go through that week in and week out. So I'm with you on that. Maybe this is my delusion talking,
but at the end, you're still feeling it's the Cowboys, right?
It's the cow. I think that we get it together this game. We get up for this game and we take care of business against a team that has no business competing with us, at this current moment, bruh. So, Nico cleans up a lot of the mess, bro. And obviously he's been there in a lot of these games that we're talking about. So he's not, it's still the Texans at the end of the day. But I still think we get it done. We go in there and we get a pretty convincing win, man. I'm with Vegas. I'm with Vegas on this one, man.
Vegas on this one? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, folks, that'll do it. Remember, get your predictions in the comments, please. Score and winner, and you have to be subscribed. If you're not, what are you doing? This is the most entertaining Houston Texans podcast channel on the internet, bar none. There's a lot of other places out there that do great reporting, great analytical work. We don't do none of that shit. We're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, man.
We just like talking shit. But we appreciate y'all for watching us, and we'll catch y'all Monday night. We might try to squeeze something out, but it's going to be tough. I got soccer tournaments and shit all weekend. So, but either way it goes. Worst comes to worst. We'll catch you guys Monday for the live stream after the game.
Yep.
And we'll talk to you guys then. We love y'all. Peace.